Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you. Thank you very much, Maylin, for the introduction, and thank you for having us. As Maylin mentioned, international trade is very important. It's a key for long-term growth, and more diverse your export portfolio, the stronger your position will be. And I'm sure we all know there's a huge focus on trade, and for good reason. And there's an urgent need to diversify. And if you are thinking about expanding into new markets, well, I'm here to tell you that you are not alone. There's a good support that is available to help companies succeed globally. So very briefly, who are we? I'm with as Maylene mentioned, with the Trade Programs Branch, Trade and International Engagement Division, Ministry of Economic Development, Job Creation and Trade. So our mandate is to help Ontario companies grow through global trade opportunities. We cover the entire world. It's divided by regions and by sectors. Uh, that includes key industries like advanced manufacturing, information and communication technologies, life sciences, defense and security, and more. Um, we can go to the next slide, please. So whether you are new to exporting, exploring new markets, or you're already an experienced exporter, we work with everyone. Let's go to the next slide, please. So how do we help? We have got a lot of tools to support you. First, we free one-on-one export advice. We sit down with you, learn about your business, learn about your priorities, so that we can provide you with a personalized, ongoing support. It's not just one-time thing. And even if you are not ready to export right now, that's okay too. We will work with you so that you become export ready. Uh, so as you can see in the slide, on the slide, we do workshops and webinars. We do industry-specific webinars, market-specific webinars, which is free of charge. You can join. And we run this throughout the year. We do first steps in to exporting sessions, pitch preparation sessions, industry-specific information that we also provide reports as well, as I mentioned. So we work very closely with Trade Commissioner Service. We also, in addition to that, we have 14 offices throughout the year, for Ontario Trade and Investment offices around the globe. We have people on the ground, and they are there. They know the market. They work for you. We work for you so that they can make the connection as needed. And of course, we work with BDC, we work with EDC, we work with municipalities, industry associations, with everybody to be able to provide you the support that you need. So one other thing, we can go to the next slide. One major support that we have is the export business missions. Each year, Ontario government organizes 65 to 70 business missions to different parts of the world. I'm not saying this is not bragging, but we are the only organization in the country uh, that does trade missions at that scale. Now, what's included in that, right? So we buy the space, we do the build, we give you a plug and play kiosk, and you just need to show up and do your business. Of course, we help you to prepare for the mission. And in addition to that, we try to build additional programming so that you can make most out of your presence at the show. The B2B meetings, site visits, networking events. And in addition to that, the government subsidizes 70% of the cost. So it's easier for you uh, to go to these markets. And that being said, it's not easy to sell in a different country, but if you do your due diligence, if you work with us, we will do our best to help you, and you can be successful. And there's lots of success stories. Many companies, small and medium, mostly small companies that come and take advantage of our services, they succeed in international markets. Um, and we have the website ontario.ca international events, which will be shared with you. You can see all that information. We update that as we go. Uh, this is I'm just here, and then you can connect with me. Of course, my information will be there. I just want you know that we want to help you, right? So your success is our success. Um, and something else, instead of me talking a lot about the missions and how things work, I want to show you to. I want to show. I brought a video report with me, so I want to show you that. We're going to ask Nicole to play that for us, please.
Why electronica? Electronica is our best bet to get into the European market. There's approximately 1,200 leads here at the show.
Electronica is very well known to us, and you have suppliers, you have customers, you have distributors, all displaying, all walking around the show. An incredible opportunity to meet with all three and negotiate and promote your brand.
It's a pleasure to be here. Electronica 2024, an amazing trade show. The Canada Pavilion, the Ontario Pavilion is amazing. It's truly our pleasure at the University of Toronto to be able to partner with the government of Ontario.
It's a great option to go. Everything's there for you. It's easy. It's really smooth process, and you get exposed to so many different companies in a really easy way.
It's a very good opportunity to expand our business. So we are constantly looking to gain more presence and more customers.
Any advice would you give to a company that is contemplating in going to a mission with the government support?
Canada is known for the brain drain into the US, known for some spectacular companies that have now disappeared. So building up the tech ecosystem and getting the word out into the industry, like Canada has exceptional talent. Canada has exceptional technology, and having the government to help amplify that is very important.
That plus the support before the show, just having someone to call up with a lot of little questions, especially when you're first at a show, really, really helps.
So it's just been very well prepared. We knew what we were getting when we came here. We've had lots of chance to prepare the booth and the opportunity to kind of reconnect with people in advance, and they gave us that opportunity. But again, it's really up to the company to take advantage of what's there and do their own homework too.
Thanks for that. And
this has been a really good experience because, you get a lot of visibility. I think the sort of Canadian branding helps attract people into the general space. But even just the way everything's kind of set up, things are nice and high, people can see things.
Helping us make the connections, helping us set up a mission to Infineon that I was mentioning earlier. But also there are services that you're able to provide. Companies that we've helped land in Canada take advantage not only of the talent and the infrastructure that we're able to support them with, but the opportunities to engage in the entire North American market through opportunities like that. And that's one of many different ways the government of Ontario is supporting us.
By creating this booth, this ecosystem of many Canadian companies, it really brings a lot of attention and a lot of traffic, but we all support one another. So I think many of the companies that are participating in this trade mission either would not be here or they would not be as successful as they otherwise would. This is creating significant value for the companies, for the students that are helping, but also in helping achieve government policy goals of helping Canadian companies be more successful globally. This is essential.
Thank you very much.
I grew up in food business. My grandfather was.
Thanks. Thank you so much. So, yeah, so my information will be shared with you. Please reach out anytime if you have any questions, and then we'll answer questions if you have any. Thank you very much. That's it from me.
Thanks very much, Armin. So I think we could hear and see that, government is standing by all of our companies who are interested in exporting. When you consider export, it's quite a daunting choice to make, but that's why MedCat is there. That's why we're here. And we work very closely, for example, with some of our international chambers of commerce. Durham is a member of the Italian-Canadian Chamber, the German-Canadian Chamber, the Finnish-Canadian Chamber, the French-Canadian Chamber, just to mention a few. And based on our last webinar, for example, we were able to connect one of the attendees of the webinar with the Italian Chamber, and he will be entering the Italian market very soon. So we're really willing to put all our resources together and are able to assist. And Armin's information, as he indicated, will be shared with each of you. So if you have any questions for Armin, please put them in the chat. And on that note, I will hand over to Josh.
All right. Thank you very much, Maylene. Can everyone hear me? Do a thumbs up or do an emoji, a heart or a smiley face if you can hear me okay out there in the ether. Okay. All right. I see a few. Awesome. Well, nice to meet everybody. My name's Josh Wortman. I'm from the Business Development Bank of Canada. I'm sitting in beautiful Oshawa, Ontario today. And I really want to say a big thank you to Maylene, Nicole, and Erica from Invest Durham for inviting the BDC. And as well, a big shout out to my main man, Armin, from the ministry. Armin's right. Huge amount of resources, and I really appreciate everyone being here today because the goal is to get Canada to rock and roll and take advantage of some of these resources. So please think about how you can take action and grab a hold of some of the things that we're going to talk about today. While Nicole's just teeing up the presentation here, two things, okay, we're going to talk about today from the BDC. One is trade resilience planning, and the second is a tariff loan, so money that can be obtained by you on the call. We're going to talk about both those tools. I'll go to the next slide, please. So today, in 6 minutes, I'm going to try and wow you and deliver some big value. We're going to talk about what BDC is. We are not a radio station and we are not an accounting firm like most people think. We're an 85-year-old bank. I want to talk about a little bit about what we do and why we exist. Number two, trade resilience planning. How can the BDC help you reimagine some parts of your business to be successful in this climate? And number three, tariff loan. What is it? How can you get it? What will it do for you? All right, let's dig in. We'll go to the next slide. Quick high-level view of the BDC, the Business Development Bank of Canada. We're not the Bank of Canada. We are a bank, a development bank with a capital D. And our purpose in life is to help Canadian entrepreneurs win, be successful, be more productive, grow, create jobs, build Canada. Okay, so a few big facts. BDC's book of clients now is over 100,000 clients. We exist in every single province and territory. Okay, Ontario and Quebec and British Columbia being the largest offices. And we work, of all the Canadian businesses in Canada, we work with 1 in 12 businesses. So scope is very high. And we have a 93% client satisfaction rate, which means that when a customer interacts with us, whether it's getting connections, getting consulting advice, which we call our advisory services, or taking a loan, they leave that experience and over 9 times out of 10, they say to themselves, that was worth it. I got value from that, okay? I am bragging, by the way. This is good stuff. Okay, we'll go to the next slide. Okay, meat and potatoes. BDC does two things extremely well, okay? Consulting, which is our advisory services, where we give advice so that you can win as the entrepreneur, okay? It's not for us. It's not for us to charge a fee, hand you a report and say, see you never. We actually hold your hand and help you with all of the challenges of owning and running a business that have nothing to do with money. So the Trade Resilience Plan is BDC's go-to-market offering where we can help you with financial resilience. How do I rebound from this tariff stuff that's happening south of the border? Operational and supply chain efficiency. Are there ways that you can reimagine the processes within your business to save you money, work faster, and have happier employees? Can you take more time for yourself to see your family and go on vacations? Industry diversification and market or supplier diversification. Just because it's become more expensive to do a lot of the work cross-border, which is annoying. I don't take that away. It's very, very difficult. But that doesn't mean that we just have to accept these costs or go out of business. There are ways of exploring and having the BDC introduce you to new customers, new angles, new suppliers. We've met a lot of those people and we're doing work with them right now. So the Trade Resilience Plan, what is it? It's a mandate where you hire the BDC for a small investment. It used to cost $25,000. We have now subsidized it all the way down to $6,250 to make it more accessible for more entrepreneurs so that we can help you. But the value at the end of this program, when we create a map and we work together to reimagine an aspect of your business, the impact is that you should be able to run the business better, make more money, and have more time. Okay? This is a limited time offer, by the way. I put that in text at the bottom, but we are doing a lot of this work at a discount because we want to help entrepreneurs. Okay, so while supplies last. Next slide, please. Okay, tariff loan, money, everybody's favorite or worst subject, but in this case, I hope it's your favorite. BDC financing, this is sort of the second part of BDC. We do offer money. We give loans for real estate. We give loans for working capital to change parts of your business or buy inventory or hire great people or invest in technology. We give money so that you can buy businesses. We do equipment loans. But this particular loan, the purpose of this loan is to help you with operational capacity. Let you do what you normally do and do it better at a discount. Okay, so the loans, what are they? 350 grand all the way up to $2 million. You can't get less than 350. We won't give more than 2 million. And it's at our base rate minus 2%. So we're taking a big discount on these loans to try and help businesses in Canada. You can take up to 7 years to repay this loan, and there is zero application fee, zero cancellation fee. If you don't need the entire loan, you can cancel the portion you don't use. You can repay the loan completely without any fees or penalties. The goal of these loans, we're trying to inject capital and liquidity into the business so that you can get through this periodic time that really stinks, okay, in the market. Now, who's eligible? Okay, this isn't just for everybody. Annual sales, they need to be $2 million or more. And the second component, and this is important, one of these must be true. 25% of your annual sales must be to the US, or your sales must have gone down by 10%, or costs went up 10% because of the tariffs. Okay, so there is an impact of 10%, a negative impact. Okay, the funds have to be used for normal operations. Okay, they can't be used to pay a dividend or a bigger salary or to buy a business or anything like that. These funds, the goal is to help you do what you would normally do. Okay, just obviously we don't all expect tariffs, so they're there to amend that. And last, and this is very important, you have to be able, the clients, the business that's accepting this money, you have to be able to cash flow positively before you get the loan and after, okay? So if the business is really, really struggling even before the tariff, this isn't necessarily the loan for you, okay? We can still help you, but just outside of the tariff loan, okay? So there has to be an impact to the business, but not so much that it's destroying everything and you wouldn't be able to repay this tariff loan. But again, if you don't fit inside this box, that's okay. The BDC still wants to hear from you. Let's have a discussion and let's talk about how we can help. Last slide, please, Nicole. Everyone, please take out your cell phone and take a picture of this handsome young man. I don't know his name, but he looks an awful lot like me. Call me. Let's talk about your business. I want to learn about your business. And let's discuss how the BDC might be able to help. Okay, practical solutions for real world problems. Unstoppable together, that is BDC's hashtag. We are the only bank that is here for 85 years and exclusively dedicated to Canadian entrepreneurs. Okay, your businesses on the phone. I'm going to send it back to Nicole. I'm really glad you're all here and looking forward to questions.
Okay, thank you so much, Josh. I think that was really insightful. And for both Armin and Josh, I don't see any questions in the chat. I'll just keep checking as we go. We are under time, but I still don't see any questions. So I think your information was well presented and very clear. And as I indicated at the beginning of the webinar, oh, there is one there. There we go. Oh. Armin, there is one for you. What size of companies are you helping attend various missions?
Any. It really, the size doesn't matter for us. You might be a one-person company, but has a good solution, then we'll take you.
Armin, if I can ask, how do people know which missions you're going on and they can be supported on? Is it
Absolutely. So all
somewhere?
that information is in the presentation. We have a calendar of events that is being updated on a regular basis. But if you want to know early, you can always reach out to me. I'll tell you.
There you go, Lawrence. I think those are the only questions in the chat. So as I indicated at the beginning, the webinar has been recorded, and we will be placing the link on our trade response page with Invest Durham, as I'm sure some of the chambers will too. And the presentations will be sent to everyone who registered and maybe not necessarily attended today, but at least the information will be shared. So without further ado, I don't see any other questions. I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank both Armin and Josh for your time and sharing of information. I hope you'll get a few calls to you both after our session today. We really also want to thank our hosts, the Clarington Board of Trade, and all our partners at the Durham Economic Task Force, our boards of trade and chambers, and some of whom I see are here with us today. To the businesses who took the time to attend, as you can see, both the federal government represented by BDC, provincial government, Armin is representing them, and of course us at Invest Durham. We're here to help and service our businesses and help you navigate that journey of considering whether or not you want to export. To Nicole and Erica, thank you very much for assisting and getting us through all the nuts and bolts of it. And to Alana, also from the Invest Durham team, for the graphics she created. To all of you who attended, again, thank you very much. And if there are any ideas that you have or information you'd like for us to share with you, please do not hesitate to get in touch with either Nicole or myself. We are putting together a series of webinars that will assist in this regard. So please reach out to both Armin and Josh if you have any other questions, and enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Thank you everyone for joining us. Bye-bye.